Hey guys, it's time to do a full review of the Huawei Mate 9. This is the best phone from Huawei at the moment. So we're going to start off this review. But first, let's talk about the price. So this phone is costing about $700 here where I live. So maybe it costs a bit more in the US or elsewhere, but yeah, it's an expensive phone and it is right close to other flagship phones like Google Pixel XL or the Galaxy S7 or the iPhone 7 Plus, if you spend a bit more. So let's talk about what is this phone offering with that, with this price. And also I'm going to be sharing with you guys my personal experience. Now, if you talk about the build quality, this phone is coming with a smooth and silky unibody metal design. It has this glare effect, like in any light it will shine. So definitely in short words, it's a super premium device, and you're not going to be disappointed when you will hold this phone in one hand, because they have designed it in a way that even though it's a big phone, but it still feels great in hand, and it's not going to slip out of your hand easily. You got that grip on, so comfortable to use with one hand. And also, if I do a quick comparison of the size with the iPhone 7 Plus here, so you can see that even though it's 5.9 inch, but still it feels almost same as the iPhone 7 Plus. Like I don't know why Apple has made the iPhone like this big, even though it has a 5.5 inch display. So you can see that if you have used the 6 Plus or 6S Plus in the past, or even 7 Plus if you got it hands-on, then you can guess that it will be having the same size as the iPhone 7 Plus. But the display is 5.9 inch. So if you take a look at the bottom of the device, you can see that we have the Type-C charger along with the speaker, and it does support fast charging, obviously. And if we take a look at the back, you got the 20 megapixel plus 12 megapixel dual camera sensor combination there. Best up to date. Obviously, it is having the Leica tech. You got your fingerprint sensor, which is fast and accurate, so you're not going to be having any delay with that. Also, if we take a look at the side, we got the power button and volume rocker at the right side, and on the left we got this tray here, the SIM card / micro SD card tray. So if I just quickly bring it out and show you guys that you can insert one SIM card or one micro SD card or two SIM cards. So you don't get an extra tray, so you can't insert three things at the same time. That is that. But yeah, it is supporting dual SIM, which is amazing. So this phone comes with 64 gigs of internal memory. So for me, I don't really see myself using a micro SD card on this phone, so I can easily put in two SIM cards. So that is great. Unlocking the phone, you'll see a beautiful 5.9 inch display. This is a 1080p HD display, and I have to say it is more brighter compared to the P9 Plus, and the quality is just amazing. Like, I love this display. And for all of you who want a big screen phone and you want to play games on it, and you want to watch media content, it's just amazing. I mean, this is the best looking display on any Huawei phone, and it gets super bright. If I just increase the brightness here, looks amazing. And I have to say, it is top notch, and there's like nothing in my personal experience, there's like nothing wrong with the display at all. Outdoor visibility is also great, so you're not going to be having any problem with that. So under the hood, you get a Kirin 960 processor with 4 gigs of RAM, which is more than enough to give you a smooth experience throughout this whole software UI. It has a decent score in the Geekbench for benchmark test, so 6,150 multi-core and 1,949 single core. So not going to be facing any lag with this phone, not in the software UI, not in any games. So basically, this phone is built to perform for years. Like, there is this machine learning algorithm inside of this phone. Like, basically it gets faster as you use it. So yeah, I mean, unlike other Android phones, it's definitely going to provide you a more faster and smoother experience for a longer period of time, and most suitable for those people who just buy a phone only once a year and then they use it for like 2 or 3 years. So this is a phone that can give you those 2 or 3 years of usage without any problem. So if we talk about the software, now this is the latest Huawei's EMUI 5.0 based on Android 7.0 Nougat. So essentially does have a same look. Like if we compare it to the older UI, it is having that same look. But if you take a look at the quick setting area, a lot has changed. So you got all your toggles in the same place, kind of similar to Samsung's UI. So you got all your toggles here. Basically, you can edit them. You can go into main settings. So with first swipe, it's going to give you the main option, and with the second swipe, it just expands more. So you do have the eye comfort mode, which is kind of like a night mode. So Huawei is calling it eye comfort, and also you get your do not disturb. You also get your screen recording, which is good. You don't have to download any third-party applications. So Huawei is giving you that. This is how the notification will appear. Very similar to the stock Android Nougat. So really clean looking UI overall. If we go into the main settings, you can see that with each setting you do get like an icon on the side, so it's really easier to find that right option that you want to go to in settings, instead of just scrolling and wasting time. So you do have the option to swipe to the right, and it's going to give you a bit more of a cleaner look, so that again it just makes your experience more easier and faster and efficient, you can say. So there is an option called as App Twin, which allows you to make a twin application. Like for example, with Facebook, you can have multiple accounts signed in at the same time. Same thing WhatsApp. So it is definitely a great addition to the software that we have previously seen on some Xiaomi phones. Also, if we go into memory and storage, like I said, it comes with 64 gigs. So out of that, you get about 52 gigs free. So for me, that is more than enough. Also, if we take a look at Smart Assistant, this is where all your cool tips and tricks are there, like smart cover, one-handed UI, which you can initiate like this, and this is basically really good for those people who have small hands. So you get all the display in just one area here, so you can quickly access with just one hand, which is great. And also you can go back by swiping again to the other side, or just doing it the same side. So yeah, that is the one-handed mode. Really makes the user experience good. And also now they are giving us the option for the app drawer. So you can have just normal home screen like the old Huawei's UI, but you can also have the app drawer. So I like app drawer, so that's a nice addition here. So you got all the alphabets here, so you can quickly search, and there is a big search bar there. On the top there is a suggestion tab, which gives you some suggestions like the last used applications or most used applications. So overall, I mean, I love the UI. I've seen the improvement here. It is super fast, and I'm impressed. And I do feel that they can improve it a bit more better with adding more features, like in personal assistant next year. That's something that I would love to see. And also you do get the Google Now on tap, which is great. On the lock screen, you have that same kind of look, like camera and the time, and you can also access this control center type thing, which basically gives you the option to change the wallpaper also, as well as toggle the flash, the timer, the recorder, calculator. So that is great. I mean, Huawei's UI is on point. Software is like completely filled with rich features. So the coming days, I'll be making a separate tips and trick video for the Huawei Mate 9 to show you guys some inside tricks and tips we have for the Mate 9 that comes with the software that make this phone really great. Now let's talk about the camera on this phone. So first of all, the camera UI is really great, filled with rich features, like you have the full manual control. You get a bunch of different features like HDR, monochrome, beauty. Also, you do have the slow motion option, and this phone can also shoot up to 4K, which is great. You can also utilize the secondary sensor for that bokeh effect, So basically, if you talk about the picture quality, in my testing, I do feel like this phone sometimes overexposes some pictures a bit, So to get like the best results, you have to use the manual mode, So really, I mean, it is a good camera. Like if you spend money on this phone, you're not gonna get disappointed or anything like that. It is super good. The 4K footage looks sharp. Also, the autofocus is fast. But as a smartphone guy, if I compare it to the Pixel XL or the Galaxy 7 or the iPhone 7 Plus, I do feel like there's a bit of a room for improvement. Like it's not quite there. So that's just my opinion, and that's just my testing that I've seen with this phone. Also, in the wide aperture mode or blurred mode, you have to set the focal length accordingly, otherwise the picture will not gonna come out good. I will definitely going to compare it to the iPhone 7 Plus. I know a lot of people have requested that. So let's take a look at the 4K footage. So I'll be doing my full testing of this phone, like camera-wise, comparing it to other top flagship phones like the Google Pixel or the Galaxy S7 or the iPhone 7 Plus. So I will be answering some questions there. Also, if we talk about the battery life on this phone, this is coming with a 4,000 mAh battery, and you can expect it to last 2 days without any problem. Just like the Mate 8, the battery is awesome, top notch, and it's not the best. It is better than the best. Like if you're like really serious about battery, you want to have the best battery, and you just don't care about anything, and you just want the best battery on your flagship, then definitely this is the phone to go with. Like 4,000 mAh battery gives you 2 days of usage, and you can use the power saving tools to even extend the usage even further if you want to. So I'll be making a separate video for the battery pretty soon, so please stay tuned for that. And yeah, overall, Mate 9 is a great phone for people who want to buy a phone that they expect to last like 2 or 3 years, because they have built this phone in a way that it will perform better and more faster over the usage. The build quality is top notch, the camera is good, the battery life is amazing, the display is good. I mean, this is like a true flagship phone that you should go with. And really, I mean, if you buy this phone, I don't think that you should be disappointed. Obviously, I will be doing other comparisons. If you still can't decide, I will be doing the comparisons with other devices and talk about things in more detail. But overall, it is a great phone, and I would definitely say that Huawei has done a great job with this device, and I'm excited for next year. Most probably we'll see some curved edge devices from Huawei. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.